Hey y'all, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about what I want to do as far as starting my project pan. I know in a lot of videos I was talking about how I wanted to start project pan. I was finally able to sit down late last night and I listed absolutely everything that I had in my collection except for lipsticks because that's just pointless and that would make me go crazy. I do want to start I think I'm going to call the series Project Panning Makeup Rotation. What I did was I just got a spiral notebook. I just wrote down everything I had in my collection in the order of how I put my makeup on. So I started with primers, then I went with concealers, then foundations, etc, etc. What I did was I started off by listing everything what the product was at the very top. For example, my first one is primers. So I listed all my primers that I have. Okay, so I have my list here, right? And then I pick my primers. So I'm starting off with just a Mary Kay primer. And so I'm just putting a little mark on it. And I'm just gonna keep going, you know? While editing this video, I realized this sounded confusing and didn't make sense. So what I meant at this part is that I mark it as quote, quote, picked for the week so I won't accidentally grab it again until I've used up the product, which then in turn is hence the project pan. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to be using that particular primer and I'm going to use that primer for 1 week, or I'm thinking either 1 week because there's days where I don't wear makeup. So I'm thinking I can do it when I'm able to sit down at my vanity to do my makeup 7 times, because like I said, there's days where I don't wear makeup. I don't want it to just be a waste of a day of my stuff not being used. So I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, is just when I sit at my vanity to do my makeup 7 times. And that's just how I'm going to rotate everything. With my eyeshadow palettes, I am giving myself the liberty, I guess if you want to say, I'm going to have 2 palettes out. A lot of these are a bunch of neutral base shades, and so I want to be able to have the flexibility of wanting that pop of color and just having 2 separate palettes for that. And I also wanted to make sure to have this video out. I didn't want to be too late just because we're already in the 2nd week of the month, technically, kinda. So I didn't want this to come out too late. And it's like really eye-opening how much I felt like I have a huge collection and I really don't. So I'm really not that mad. Like I felt that I was just gonna have so much product, and I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes, which is okay. I do want to have my variety of drugstore and high-end. So let me just take y'all into what I have for my collection. Oh, and another thing is I'm not including primer sprays or setting sprays. I'm not including lip products, and I'm not including any brow or liners, except for the lips. Those are super minimal, but all the lip collection, you can like see back here, it's just way too much to list. It's just not even worth trying to rotate. What I did for this week, I just grabbed 3 shades that I know will go with, more or less go with like the eyeshadow palettes that I picked. So let me just go ahead and show you my little space. So there's my little space right there. Yeah, it's kind of ghetto with this little box as my vanity or my little mirror stand. There is everything right here. Here's the primer, the Mary Kay primer I'm going to start out with. Here's the foundation I'm going to start out with. And this concealer, I don't know how to say that. Clé de Peau. Butte. This is just a little sampler concealer that I found in my collection, and I'm just wanting to try that out. I have my Flamed Out CoverGirl mascara, and it is waterproof. For contour, I have my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette that is still fairly untouched. And for eyeshadow, I have my Urban Decay Spectrum eyeshadow palette just for, like I said, my range of colors. And then I am using my Becca Ombre Nudes eye palette, and that is what it looks like. Blush, I am still sticking with my City Color Be Matte Blush, except this color is in Fresh Melon, and I've been using Papaya, and this is just like a very pinky coral color. And then for bronzer, this is the first time I'm actually using this. It is the Essence Sun Club Shimmer Bronzing Powder, and it says lighter skin on there, and that's just what it looks like. And this is in the shade Sun Loved. And then of course I have my e.l.f. high definition powder. I do have other setting powders, but I just feel like I want to get through this first just because there's so much product. And then for highlight and other blush, and this is the Becca Afterglow. Oof, I don't want to blind you guys. And it has the 3 highlight type shades, but I mainly use it for Moonstone. And then you have your 2 blushes that are on the end right here in case I decide to use something other than my City Color one. For my lip products to go with these palettes, this is my ColourPop Lippy Sticks in the shade, this one is Aquarius, and it's just a nude color. And then I have this one. It is from Unique, and it's the Stiff Upper Lip Stain, and this is in the shade Sleek. Let me swatch it for you guys. It's like, I don't know if you can see the wand. It looks kind of like a purple color. It looks kind of like natural because I didn't want a real red color, so there's the swatch of that one right there. And then another nude type color is from the Kat Von D Studded Kiss collection, and this is the shade Lolita. And I like this one over the liquid lipstick because the liquid lipstick pulls more of a brown tone, and this one pulls more of that like dusty rose color. So let me try to swatch it some more. So there's the shade right there. And back to this one, the Unique one. The reason I picked this one, it's because that will be like my long wearing shade. I have tried the lip stains before, and they do actually stain and they stay. And then I think that is it. I didn't add any finishing or primer sprays, and my brow products are okay. Liners, I really don't have many eyeliners, and if I do, they're black. And then I have some liners back here that are also black. My mascara collection's not very big either. That's pretty much how I'm gonna do things. So I'm pretty excited to get this started because I know I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I need to go through, and I just felt like I wasn't utilizing them well enough and that I wasn't rotating them enough. So just by writing them down on paper, I'm able to see how many times I'm using them and to make sure that I'm using them evenly, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or if you have any project pans, just leave your comments down below. Let me know if there's like any projects. I know I've been trying to look for some just because I'm so late in the game of project panning, and I just don't know where to start from there. That's why I did this makeup rotation. I've also looked up Finish 13 by October 13 or something like that. But yeah, let me know if there's any projects that I'm not too late on. Just leave it down below. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.